Pico.
Okay.
You know where the Roscoe's at on Pico?
Mm-hmm.
Literally like maybe.
Yeah, they have a little radio. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, oh
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got to cross up. Keep going.
Yeah.
So, just on the outside looking in, I was like, okay, he in radio too. Doing the music thing or whatnot. And I hollered at Big Heart. So my man G-Lo, you know what I'm saying, he kind of fell off for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? He had to do it on vacation. And I was back to doing the takeover all by myself again. Did it for about a month. And, me and Big Homie, after college, you know what I'm saying, our relationship was still connected. You know what I'm saying? I realized, and I didn't know that from the get-go, but he was a huge wrestling fan such as myself. So, outside of school, outside of, entertainment endeavors and whatnot, Big Homie Kwani introduced me to some other group of individuals who were wrestling fans as well. And we kind of connected back, you know what I'm saying, watching wrestling events, connected for WrestleMania and all this, that, and the third. And we were talking on the outside because we realized that I was doing radio, he was doing radio, and we were thinking about doing our own thing, a wrestling kind of hip-hop situation.
Yeah.
But when I was by myself at the takeover, I was just like, you know what, Big Homie, this is the perfect time. Hop on. Now, granted, it wasn't the hip hop wrestling situation that we was talking about, but this guy, I met him doing music when it came to hip hop and whatnot. So this was just a perfect situation. So it was me and Big Homie Quan holding it down. And G-Lo came back from vacation, and then it's been us ever since.
It's funny every time you say vacation.
I mean, man,
that's
politically correct.
That's crazy because you just knocked out 2 questions into one. Because when I asked you how you guys did the radio, he covered the full.
Well, to be honest with you, if you want to ask me specifically how I got into radio, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Okay. How the show came about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so give us a little.
I'm trying to give you a small little snippet. So,
okay.
In high school, I'll never forget, this is 9th grade. I'm in my computer class. I had just bought DJ Clue, the professional, the CD.
DJ Clue.
You feel me? and a homie to the right of me was like, hey, let me see the little book. And I'm like, what you want to see the book for? And I want to know who produced such and such. And I'm like, why you want to know who produced the song? I don't even care. Oh, that's the person that made the beat. And I was like, oh, for real? The producer's the person that made the beat? Now, me growing up listening to music, I didn't realize that I was somebody who enjoyed beats. And when he said that, I'm like, okay. I'm looking through the book with myself. I'm like, oh, DJ Quick. Oh, he's a producer. Oh, he made the beat. Timberland. Oh, he's a producer. He made the beat. Swizz Beatz. Oh, he's a producer. He made the beat. I was like, wow. All these cats that I thought was just like rappers or whatever, they're actually producers and they made the beat. And I just, at that moment, I made the decision. I was like, yo, I'm going to be a producer. So I went in, and when I graduated from high school, I went into school, to college, wanting to be a music producer. But I was young. I didn't know shit about college. I didn't know nothing about majors. I didn't know nothing about nothing. So I went in there just knowing that, hey, man, I got to go to the university. I ain't trying to go to no junior college. In hindsight, I probably should have went to the junior college first, financially. But anyways, so I went into college, and I majored in music, right? And I'm thinking, like, I'm going to be in, like, studios and stuff like that, around boards and stuff like that. And the school that I went to, maybe I just wasn't hip to my shit, but I didn't see anything there. But it was a conversation that I had with my older sister. We were checking in with each other, and I was telling her what my endeavors were musically. And she was like, well, for a start, why don't you intern at a radio station? And when she said that, it was like, wow. I never thought about that. I never even considered working at a radio station. But one thing I do know is that I grew up listening to the radio all day, every day. Going to sleep, all that. Big Boy, Kevin Nash, Nightbeat. You know what I'm saying? Tito's Top 4 of 4. Theo,
come on.
The Baker Boys on Sunday.
Come on,
on
OG.
Sunday, was it Dominique DePrima?
Yeah.
Y'all remember the
Street
little
Size Dominique DePrima. I was in all of them, bro.
So with my sister,
Sway Attack in the middle of the night, early in the morning.
That's how I used to get my East Coast hip hop because I was living on the West Coast from East.
Yeah, it was funny when I saw Sway on MTV. I was like, wait a minute. People know they used to MTV. I like Sway on the radio for years, bro. Yeah.
So that hit a light bulb when my sister said that shit. And I don't know what it was. I went to my major department. I went through the little booklet that they had with internships. Boom, there was an internship for what was 100.3 The Beat. I applied. Make a long story short, I was part of the street team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I worked with Chuck Dizzle. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chuck Dizzle, holding it down for the city of Los Angeles right now. Real 92 LA with DJ Head, man. Monday through Fridays.
And Homegrown Radio.
Homegrown Radio 7, whatever it is. Midnight salutes you, man. He's definitely an inspiration.
Yeah.
But I was on the street team. I worked with cats like Chipmunk. I don't know if y'all remember Chipmunk.
Chipmunk, Philly Phil.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I had this trajectory of just, having internships at 100.3 The Beat. I had an internship with Power 106, moving 93.9, 90.7 KPFK with Beautiful Struggle. And at the same time, I'm over here working my 9 to 5. I was in the nonprofit industry. And an opportunity came up where an after-school program coordinator position popped up. And it was teaching kids how to do radio. And, some of my former colleagues felt that, I was the perfect individual due to my radio experience and my community experience. And the instructor just so happened to be Kevin Nash. Wow.
Come on, man.
So we over here working together, teaching these kids how to do radio. Kevin Nash pulled me to the side and was like, yo, I'm thinking about turning this into an actual radio station. For those who don't know, Accelerated Radio started off as a community outreach project teaching kids how to do radio. Basically bringing the radio station to the campus, teaching kids how to produce, engineer, all that good stuff, and actually being broadcast on air. So it was really for the kids at first. And he decided to expand it and actually turn it into a full-fledged radio station and give the opportunity to the community, for the average Joe, who couldn't, go through the ranks in terrestrial radio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you got a little bit of change in your pocket, you feel me? To make it happen, you got a slot. It's like if you was a barber, you paying rent for your little booth, you feel me? Same thing with Accelerated Radio. If you out there in the streets and you looking to go ahead and flex, if you got some money in your pocket, you can go host your own radio show. But the rest is history from that point. It turned into a full-fledged radio station. I was behind the scenes at first, just doing the whole promotion thing, and Kel was just like, y'all want all the interns at the time. Those who were kind of like the skeleton of the station at the time, who helped build it up. Y'all need to get together and have a show, and that was the takeover. So that's my personal story right there.
Shout out to Kevin Nash, bro.
Shout out to Kevin.
If y'all can, let's all bring him back here hopefully one day. So Quan, give us yours.
Man, well, I can definitely start. The fact that with Hip Hop Congress at Cal State LA, it opened my eyes to everything on a community level, on a concert level, on a everything level. And for me, I feel like where I really got my start, like my start with how radio started was concerts. We used to put on a concert at Cal State LA, UCLA, USC, UC Irvine, Cal State Fullerton.
This is basically the college scene.
The whole college.
I was promoting the night, the little clubs, like the little after parties and stuff.
And like I said, we would do it where it's not just hip hop conference based. We would do it where we would collab with the fraternities, sororities, student
those parties.
And we would either do it in the dorm area, we would do it either like in a certain, cafeteria, just anywhere in particular, we would do our concerts. And these concerts would have all kinds of different rappers. At the time, the underground scene was hot. Very hot. And still to this day, I will probably never ever see another underground scene that hot again, where you have to think about this during the time when we were putting on concerts. Wale, J. Cole, Wiz Khalifa, Lil Wayne, per se, Currency, Drake, Supernat. I go on and on. All these cats were all part of the California underground scene. Even so at that time, you had I Am Sue underground. You had all these cats underground that were just making this hot music. And on top of that, you had these cats in the street at these colleges hungry. That's where I met people like Joe Luke, Triune, Triune, Play from OTP. Like all these people, I literally put them on with these concerts, whether it was at Cal State LA, anywhere. I put them on. And I'm proud that I put them on because at the time I was young, very young doing this damn thing. And at times I was solo, at times it was hip hop, but just I felt proud to be that independent and doing it. And then what led to the radio further was just that those relationships I built with DJ Icy Ice. You know, the relationships I built the relationships I built with certain DJs, it was just like, it made me want to do it. And also, man, shout out to my boy, Mark Montgomery, DJ Question Mark.
Shout out to that.
Man, that really put me on just how to learn how to DJ, learn how to build a crowd, learn how to really, build a crowd. Because like there would be times where I would go on the road with him for different shows, whatever I be the MC of it, whatever I be helping out with the stage equipment. It didn't matter. Just that feeling of wherever the party was at, wherever the club was at, I was there. And so it really put me amongst a lot of things. And then at the same time, just like we were on club promoted, that got me in the door and promoted for Club Ivar, Crest, Las Palmas, a lot of these Hollywood clubs during the city. Las Palmas, bro, you had the hose.
Crest.
Crest had the hose too.
Women of God.
But just, for me, that the work I did behind the scenes, and then that's what made me get into like the radio. That's what made me get into more of the fashion. That's just everything came together. It was like a package. It wasn't like one thing was out with the other. It's like if you was involved with music, if you really want to be involved, you had to be involved in every aspect and learn it, because you didn't want to be deficient. You didn't want someone to give more money than you. You had to learn. You had to hustle. And my grind at the time, so you playing this hustle, and it's like my grind at that time. Just when you're young, you go. You don't think about, okay, if you're trying to get sleep, if you're trying to go. You're trying to make this shit happen. And, that led me to, go to West Coast Media Center. Shout out to Pretty Ricky, shout out to Nikki Nice, shout out to E-Tigs, shout out to Jay Reed, shout out to Jay Hustle, shout out to everyone at Hustle Management, for just giving me a chance. Give me a chance to be behind the scenes, to learn my craft even more, hone my craft even more. And even then, just give me an opportunity to learn how to run a sound engineering board, learn how to do all these things.
Yeah.
And once I was done there, it didn't stop. Started just working with just different people all the time. And my thing was, you want your reputation to precede you in a respectful way. Because think of this, you're not going to be the most responsible, especially when you're going to fuck around with someone's chick. You may get into a situation where there's a fight with guns involved. You may get into, you're going to get into some shit. So your name's going to get thrown in the dirt. But guess what? I'd rather get my name thrown in there 10% of the time than be 90% respectful.
Come on.
I'm saying we all can't do shit the right way, but guess what? If people can at least say something good about you, and at least their first thought about you is good, then at least say you've done your job. And that's how come I would say I have a lot of relationships that I do right now because I set a precedence from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You set that precedence from the beginning. It's just like, all you can do is just let the flowers grow. You know what I'm saying? Let your watermelons, let your oranges, let your apples, let your peaches, your cannabis, your carrots, your collard greens.
We got a time set.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're gonna bring that back.
Hold on. I'm doing some Marshawn Lynch right now.
Oh, Stephen A.
Quan is preaching right now. Hey, and like I said, I know your church history, bro. You may have it in you.
Praise God.
And besides the hoes thing, you can't say that in front of the church.
Technically, you can.
Yeah. But me, like I said, we're gonna have y'all back, and I don't, like I said, y'all come a couple times a month. Y'all got it on your mind. Y'all just want to say it. It's another platform. You know what I'm saying? So let's start over to G-Lo Smooth.
Real quick, I'm not going to give y'all the story about the moon and the stars. Real quick, I used to live out here before again, and I kind of wanted to come out here again. So I came out here. I was in acting. And in acting, I hooked up, it's little circles. I hooked up with some lady named Michelle Farrell. At the time, she didn't have a radio station. Michelle Farrell had like a web series or what have you. I went on my first vacation to Wayside. Y'all know what that is.
Hey!
I did my first vacation Wayside, if you know, you know. Then I came back, and I had a random Facebook friend who knew Michelle Farrow, and I seen her post something about a radio show, and I just commented on the post like, oh, I know this person, and this girl ended up being Keisha Cali, so she told me, hey, why don't you come on in and say hi to her? And the next thing you know, like they brought me in and was like, hey, we want you to be on the radio. And I couldn't say no, so. And then Michelle, I was on Michelle Farrow's show, Michelle Direction, and then Keisha was really into being a radio because she made so many network connections. She started her own show with Kevin Nash, and she brought me in as her intern and as her assistant. And then me and Andy, as we're at the end of every show, we're listening to music, we're going back and forth and just comparing music, like, oh, I got a better song than this. And that's how we built our relationship, and that's how I became a part of the family. So it is what it is. That was real quick, right?
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Move. Yeah, and I appreciate that, man. One day we can talk about that Wayside for the kids.
Yeah. So don't go to Wayside.
Yeah.
That's not the place you want to go.
Yeah. We all make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But you doing it, you blessed. But that'll be good for, you know, because we like to mentor and let kids know, like, you know, wrong path and things, you know what I'm saying? So that's another show. All right. One of the last we're going to jump into is goals. Goals for your life and goals for the show. Start it up.
Financial prosperity, financial freedom, 100% complete autonomy. If y'all don't know what that word means, Google that shit. Open up your Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Throw that.
And look for autonomy. I'm talking about ultimate power. I mean, I want to go to sleep when I want to go to sleep. Not because, I got to go to sleep at 10 o'clock because I got to work in the morning.
Let's go.
I want to be able to wake up when I want to wake up. Not because I got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning because I got to be at work at 7 a.m. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to, what's today? Today's the 22nd? Monday? The 21st?
We're supposed to get our superpowers today.
I want to be able to pull up at the airport and be like, yo, and I know we in a pandemic, but you know what I'm saying? Let's hypothetically say we're not in no pandemic, right? I want to pull up at the airport, and I want to book a flight to fucking New York just because I want to go to New York. You feel me?
Right at the time.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody up in New York, but I got the money to go ahead and book a flight, book a hotel, stay there for a week if I wanted to. I could buy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You catch my drift? I hope you catch my drift. That's a personal goal. And you know what I'm saying? As far as the takeover goes, man, to sky's the limit. You feel me? The new Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? I'm with all that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Jay-Z, I'm trying to have you at the takeover. You feel me? Jeezy, I'm trying to have you at the takeover. All y'all motherfuckers, I'm trying to have you at the takeover. AJ Styles, I'm trying to have you at the takeover. Keith Lee. You feel me? I'm trying to have you at the takeover. You know what I'm saying? Whoever. Hey, Warren Buffett, I'm trying to have you at the takeover. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. I'm trying to have you at the takeover.
Auntie Maxine.
Hey. Phillips Barbecue in Inglewood. Hey.
Ooh, it ain't good.
Is it Inglewood? Is it?
Yes,
yes. Last time I had you at the takeover. What's popping? What's the other one? Sweet Peach Red?
Yeah.
I'm trying to have you at the takeover. What's
I'm
popping?
working on that real soon. Trust me.
Hey, SoFi Stadium. We're trying to have you at the takeover.
That part.
Amped Up Wrestling.
I'm here.
Well, we already got you on the takeover. But catch my drift, man. Just complete autonomy. Just being able to live the life the way you want to live your life without any type of condemnation. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to achieve that in the society that we live in. But just being able to walk in that power. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal goal. So,
Big Quan.
Oh man, where do I start? To be honest with you, I'll say this. Here's my goals for the takeover. My goals for the takeover are this, and I'll say this. I'll try to say this fast as I can.
Well, yourself and the takeover.
Okay, for the takeover first, I want us to own the name, own the property, own the identity of the takeover. I want us to be able to take the takeover anywhere we want to go. and own it and get paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
And get paid for it in the proper way, where we're able to truly maximize the freedom we can show to people. Because I feel like there's not a show like us. But as there's a show not like us, I don't believe we reached our potential, our fullest potential together. You know, the fact that we've been together now 2 years, going on 3 years in 2020, you know, a lot of people don't last that long. Marriages don't even last that long. You know what I'm saying? OnlyFans pages don't even last that long. But that's my goal for the TikTok, you know? And I'm pursuing that every single day, whether it's through advertisement, whether it's through anything. I'm pursuing that. Personally, for me, my goal for next year, personally, just drop down some weight, you know, become able to have a certain monthly income where I can be able to move, shape the way I want to, and just keep building. You know, hey, I'm already in the right direction already with those things, but it's a process, and sometimes you have to learn how to believe in the faith of your process, so you can know that your faith can be practiced and moved the way it should be moved. Because faith without substance.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Just saying, it's so real. So that's it. I don't want to talk too much longer. I already talked y'all head off already.
Crazy.
Okay.
Real quick, for my goal for the show is a little bit of what both of these guys already stated. We definitely want to monetize this thing. We definitely want to get it as a known name, you know, a household name, like bigger than the Breakfast Club. Also, more of my take is I want to more or less build and network more people together. That's what we do here at the Takeover Radio Show. That's what we do at Accelerated Radio. That's our bread and butter. That's what we're known for, is networking people. That's how we came into existence.
Right.
So therefore, going forward, that's what we want as a show. That's what we want to continue to build. So if you guys want to be a guest to come through, follow us, Excel Takeover, or Excel Radio on IG. Also, personal goals, multimedia mogul, man. I want to be up there, mogul, more behind the scenes. So you'll see the space again, but more behind the scenes, because that's where the real money is at.
100. Yeah. So we had a real fun day today. We took some shots. I'm feeling it. It's funny.
Yeah.
I looked at myself. My tattoos is moving. I'm like, wait. If you saw me looking,
That's how I was earlier. That's why I got lost.
I was like, wait a minute. We
I seen you looking like
Yeah. I was
That's how I got
like,
lost. My eyes are moving.
Yeah. We having a great time, and that's what we always usually do. And we had like I said, we won't get into details, but me, him, but Juan was there. We had emotional conversations about 3 in the morning. Remember that day?
Yeah.
And
It wasn't that late, but yeah.
No,
it was late, bro.
he told you didn't want to be like, no.
It was past 2. It was a little past 2.
Yeah.
And we're gonna, like I said, this is the group. We're gonna support each other. And
Yes, sir.
I was talking to Quan the other day. I said we all know too many plugs.
Definitely.
And we like I said, it's frustrating when we got bills to pile up. And like I said, me, you know, getting laid off, got a little debt, things like that. But I truly believe that so many black men, we can make some things happen in 2021 and beyond. I'm a cameraman, though. I tell everybody, I look at things from just a bigger perspective, and I believe in positivity, and I am a believer. You know, we had a couple years, but like I said, you know, speak things to existence. I'm talking straight up millionaires, straight up. They always told me to speak things into existence, and at the same time work hard for it.
Right.
And I myself, cameraman, Takeover, very few people seen on those shows. A bodybuilder told me, and I can tell y'all, I was telling a bodybuilder one day when I was a little heavier. I said, you look good, you know what I'm saying? I'm still got belly, you know, I'm still in there working out, I'm still trying to. He said, listen, by you showing up to the gym, you already defeated half the battle.
Right. Yeah. Right.
I told Quan the other day on my phone. It gets frustrating when we got bills. It gets frustrating when we want this, we want that, and it's cost. But at the end of the day, if we are not taking the steps to change things, well, why even complain? You gotta fight. You gotta get up, and all that. And there's gonna be a day when, and I believe personally that me, you, him, everybody come on the show, we can all laugh with stacks of money saved up. We don't gotta hold cell phone dollars to our ear. We ain't gotta buy chains and glittery thongs.
Real wealth is
we ain't gotta start buying dresses.
Real wealth is tucking it away.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. All of us are making the attempts to do it the positive way. The wrong way, you already know what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? I got invited to, I ain't gonna lie, I got invited to EDD scams, I got invited to this, that, I got to pop credit cards, money orders, and all that, but fast money gets caught up. So I'm glad to network and surround my brothers who have the same mindset, doing it the right way, and I believe it all comes together. So that was the purpose of today's show, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is my home. You guys are always welcome. It looks like Sundays or Mondays gonna be the day. And I would love to have you guys back as much as possible. We can continue to break down the story of the takeover and various things you guys, projects that's involved. And like I said, this is an amazing day. So we're gonna close out. We're gonna start out with individually, you guys' social medias, and then we're gonna do the official closeout. My man A+.
That's what it is, man. Follow your boy, A+, Twitter, IG. That's A_plus LA. That's A_PLUS LA. Twitter, IG. Yeah.
Fuck the Randers.
Fuck the writers, nigga. At least you go.
I said the Randoms.
Oh.
I feel like that.
Hey.
Okay, so there we go. Wait. So now we have an all sports show coming from the takeover because we can talk some trash because the Saints is branded on me. He got the Steelers everywhere. He got the Rams. Oh, okay. He got something to say.
Raiders all day.
Oh, you got some Rams.
Yeah, the Raiders.
Oh,
Because
okay.
like Randers Season League.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. If I don't know you like that, you feel me? Like, shoot me a DM and let me know why you want to follow me, or like, did you hear from me from the show?
Yes.
Then I'll accept you. But if you just, I don't trust you, my friend. But you already know. I'm black.
Alright, you can follow me at TOKINGBHQ because I am the official king because the cross is heavy on my motherfucking fat head, just like my fat belly. Because I always need some love and need some love. But you can follow me. Once again, that is T.O. King. T.O. I'm going to give you some once again. T.O. because I am the official. Once again, follow me. The official. King. K-I-N-G. Yes, not just King. King. BHQ, because you know why? That's for Big Homie Quan. That's it.
Ladies who love teddy bears, he is like the king of Big Daddies.
And I'll keep you fed too, Mitch.
Hey, listen.
Woman of God. Woman of God. He said, I'm going to keep you fed too. Woman of God. Jesus. And my man G Slew.
Listen, you can follow me on IG. It's Talk2Sose. That's Talk TALK, the number 2 SOSE. Also, follow our show, Excel Takeover. That's Excel Takeover. Also, you can follow our
They
station.
don't know how to spell that shit.
You spell it for me.
ACCELTAKEOVER.
Now use that in a sentence.
Okay, so one of you guys letting you know what time and where, because you can do it from computer. There's various places.
Right there.
I want people to really, like I said, every time people say, I don't know, but I'm like, So I want you guys to give the exact time and where to watch and listen to the show.
So check this out. There's numerous platforms or numerous avenues that you can utilize to listen to the show. We air every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, if you can stay up. All right? If you happen to be in front of a computer, desktop computer, laptop, you want to go to acceleratedaradio.net. Accelerated, that's ACCELERATED radio.net. When you go on there, there's a home page. There should be a little bar at the top. There should be like a little play button. You press play, you're able to listen to this show. You can just listen to the station too as well, even, when we're not airing live. Also, we all have smartphones, cell phones. Download either one or two of these apps. The Spreaker app, which is speaker with an R, Spreaker, the Spreaker app, and search for the Accelerated Radio Network. When 10 o'clock on Wednesday hits, we're already on that app. It's nothing. Turn on the app, the show's gonna pop up. Also, you can download the Accelerated Radio app. See, a lot of we don't promote that as much, but the Accelerated Radio app. It's the same structure as Spreaker, but focused on every show on the Accelerated Radio Network. If you download Spreaker, you can search for any other radio show that's out there in the world. Also, if you have your phone, you can even dial in 310-910-9676, extension 750, and you can listen that way. If you can't catch us live, right, you can always still go on those apps, the Spreaker app or the Accelerated Radio app. But if you're an Apple Music user, if you're a Google Play user, if you're a Spotify user, a Tidal user, search for the Accelerated Radio Network, and the show from Wednesday night will appear the next day. For Tidal users, Spotify, whatever music streaming platform that you utilize, search for the Accelerated Radio Network, and you'll be able to listen to the show the following day.
On any device, any smartphone, tablet, if you got it on your smart TV, you can listen there too. It's easy.
That's what it is.
All right, y'all. As you see, this was another productive, very informative episode of 310 TV. I'm really hoping that this will be a continuous, now that we all know the little studio and all that. And if anything, we can do solo interviews. We can do group interviews. Yeah. See? Yeah. Like I said, and just support our young black men and young Latinos just out here doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? We don't get enough credit. The media twists a lot of stuff that goes on in the hood. But we all are LA, Inglewood, Virginia. No matter what, we all are from the hood. We are all pushing positivity. You know what I'm saying? And shout out, like I said, no disrespect to the hood, but not everybody from the hood is hood. We all are dream chasers. We are doing things positive. We're giving it back to our communities. So, like I said, remember all these hashtags and all the good stuff that comes with it. They are officially family now, and we're going to close out this episode. I am your host, the Urban Juggernaut, Sean Black, UrbanJ_84. Much love, y'all. This has been another episode of 310 TV. We are out. Take over, accelerating the show. You did. I had a burp. I'm sorry. Hey, we've been having fun back here. Much love, y'all. Peace.
Yeah.